Hello everyone, my name is Brenda Carmona. I'm going to be presenting my analysis on a study on technology use in libraries. So the study that I used, the dataset contained questions about technology use, information needs, and Americans' use of libraries and library resources. My study contained quantitative data such as age, and also categorical data such as income group. So some changes that I made to the dataset were that I checked for duplicate participant records to make sure that no one was being repeated. I removed not answered responses, or for example, also decline to answer, or don't know or don't understand the question, things like that. I focused mainly on the main answers that were necessary. I removed fields that were not to be used in the analysis because there were many questions in the study. I didn't need to use all of them for our purposes. And then I defined data corresponding to questions so that a person could read the labels on the fields and make sense of them and made it more readable. So instead of having, for example, Q8T, the person would only see age. And then I created formulas to use for descriptive statistics and visualizations. So this could also have been done by using pivot tables. So I also did a bit of generalization on my study. So for example, if a question required yes in the past 6 months, yes in the past 12 months, yes in the past 4 months, I aggregated those into a column that was into a value that was just yes. So all of the yes answers would go into that one instead of having all the subcategories. So my descriptive statistics that I thought would best represent the people that were participants of the study, I used the measures of location for age, variability for income group, and distributions for education level. And as you can see, this makes it easy to tell that the most common age, or the average age of the participants was 50, and then the range of the income groups that were a part of the study were 8. And then it also tells that, just by looking here very quickly, you can tell that the education level with the most participants is level 3. And so these statistics make it very simple to understand the type of people that are participating in studies such as this one. My research questions included what is the average age of participants and what are the most prevalent income type and education levels among participants. These two were answered in the previous slide using descriptive statistics. And then we have which library resources are most used. Do visitors prefer more technologically advanced resources rather than traditional ones? And do people take advantage of the technology resources offered to them by their public libraries? And this will be explained through visualizations in the upcoming slides. So on here, I went ahead and created visualizations for education level and income distribution, just to have both views of this data. And then we have here library visit purpose with the legend below so that you can tell which bar belongs to which question, and the distribution of yes and no answers among all the participants in those that participated in those questions. And then we have here a scatter plot so that we can see more or less what the age is like, and it seems that the age with the highest count is somewhere in the 60s. So that's just one observation. And then to answer the other questions, if participants prefer traditional or more advanced technology resources, we have here book format access, which shows us that most people still prefer to rent printed books from libraries rather than the more technologically advanced version, which is the ebook. And then we also have here a few questions with yes or no answers that give us insight into what resources the public has to such resources that are technologically advanced and are available to them. So a lot of people may not know that these things are available to them at their respective libraries. here we have pivot tables. I made a simple one, a count by education level. So you have there the number of participants that belong to each level. And then we have a count of ebook borrowers by education level. So on here, this table makes it very simple to see that these are the education levels, and then these are the people that did borrow ebooks and the people that did not. And again, our largest group seems to be group 3, and so most people did not, and that applies to all of the columns, but it's very obvious on this one specifically because of the number of participants that most people do not rent ebooks, they do not borrow ebooks. So that concludes my presentation. A couple of questions, such as, is your analysis valid or not? I believe that it is valid. It shows the answers in a way that's easy to see and to understand. It's a readable data, and I will say that there's always room for improvement, which is a good lead into the next question. So what would I have improved in my analysis? I would have probably added a lot more descriptive statistics just to better understand exactly what the study consisted of in total. And then I would have also liked to have used methods that are more visually oriented, such as Tableau softwares instead of methods, and so I would have liked to use maybe Tableau, for example, or Power BI or anything like that. But yes, so I definitely would work on adding many things. Thank you.